Alright, so we're back on the romance account, and so far it's pretty good. We have a 3-star Gamora here, and 3-star Gamora can just take me a long way, right? Because the way Gamora works is, as the health pools get higher, her damage output just gets a lot greater, right? So that's why I think Gamora is going to be pretty much a mainstay on this account for a very long time, until 6 stars, 5 stars are a thing. Well, I mean, they're a thing right now, but for this account at least. And I also have Colossus, who is pretty decent, but Colossus, the issue with him on a free-to-play account, or a new account anyway, is that while he's pretty good, I think he really wants to crit, and Colossus without crit rating masteries just doesn't crit ever. So yeah, it's kind of 50-50 with him, but Gamora, I think, is going to be my main character as it stands, and yeah, right there, she is just crushing it. We are here in Act 2 right now, and she is going to be my main champion for it, probably. The goal for today is Act 2 exploration, so I want to get that done, because for exploring Act 2, we get a total of 3 3-star Nexus crystals, which is a pretty big deal, right? So hopefully, those 3 Nexus crystals give me something decent. The romance category is honestly a pretty good category. You have some amazing champions in it. You have Titania, Absorbing Man, Human Torch, Hulkling. You also have Hercules, who is the literal best character in the game. So yeah, the potential for a romance account is just crazy, right? But you're missing out on so many good champions too. For example, who is a non-romance character that's just super good? Onslaught, right? But he's not even in the basic pool. But who else? Werewolf by Night, for example. Really good character, but can't use him at all if I pull him, which would suck because Werewolf by Night is just super fun to play. So the cons of this account are pretty major, and it makes it to where every crystal pool isn't guaranteed a champion that you can use, right? And that's why this account is pretty fun, but also pretty challenging as well. But here's a premium, and we get a 2-star version of Superior Iron Man. That's not fun at all. That's just not even romance, I don't think. And yeah, with crystals here, not every champion can be used, right? Because if they're not romance, I can't use them. And that's where some problems arise, because for example, right there, right next to the Iron Man was a 4-star Aegon. If I pulled them on any other account, that'd be so hype, right? Because Aegon just does so much for you, especially in the early content, right? But if I pulled them here, I couldn't use them, right? So it really sucks. And that's what makes this challenge so difficult sometimes, because let's go into the future. For example, my first 10 5-stars, they could all just not be romance. And then for Act 6, for Act 7, well, actually no, they changed it, right? Because 4 stars can actually go in that content now. But let's just say, for example, 10 5-star crystals, no romance characters. That's a massive hindrance, right? That really does limit me big time. And that means I might not be able to just complete Act 6, which is a massive thing, because I wanted to complete Act 6 for Cavalier, for Thronebreaker eventually. So that's why this account, it has its fun points for sure, because I like using characters that I can't use on the main account. For example, Gamora, I hardly even use her as a 7-star, but on this account, she is my main champion. And yeah, I like that part about the account, right? But with the other stuff, it is definitely stressful. But here we have Phoenix, a random Act 2 boss. And Act 2, it's 1 chapter now, so it's no big deal. Back in my day, it was a whole 4 quests, or a whole 4 chapters, sorry. So yeah, I feel old at this point, because yeah, that was way long ago. But yeah, Gamora just crushing it. I want to get her ranked up for Act 3 and beyond, and even Act 4 maybe, but I hope by Act 4 I have a couple 4 stars too, because yeah, Act 4 gets pretty chunky pretty fast, and I don't want to have to just use 1 3-star character for it. But like I said, nothing's guaranteed here. And here we have the Act 2 Quest 5 Electro boss. And yeah, no big deal. Gamora's just gonna steamroll this guy as per usual. And look at this damage output. A nice 154 crit. And yeah, it's just crazy how different the damage is from like your main account to your alt account. But yeah, Gamora just did so good there, and just getting this done really, really fast, right? And I value speed on new accounts because for this account especially, I'm on limited time. I only have like what, a month to do this, to like go as far as I can, which I don't know what the main goal is, right? Because 25 days, I don't know what can be done in that time. I got Paragon in like 20 something days, but that was just me being really lucky. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I hope that whatever happens, I can just not get shafted by RNG. But yeah, here we have Kang, the final boss of Act 2, and Gamora is just gonna like crush this guy. Look at this damage output. Drop the SP1, 1,000 plus crits, and yeah, that was like what, sub 20 hits. Pretty good stuff, man. Like, Gamora's just crushing it here. But yeah, here we get some nice crystals, I believe. I think we get a 3-star Nexus crystal, so that can be pretty huge, right? It just depends on the luck, but I believe in the luck, right? It's the month of love, so I hope it pulls through. And yeah, right there we got a 3-star Nexus crystal. We got some units as well. The units are looking pretty nice here, but I want to save them a bit because I don't know like when my energy refills will just expire, so I want to have like some units in my inventory for like some extra energy refills and eventually like masteries, right? So here we have some tier 1 crystals. Just give me cosmic, please. I want all cosmic, everything for Gamora. Let's just pop these real quick, and we get no cosmic, which is whatever. But now it's time for the 3-star crystal, I believe. Or no, we got a 2-star here, but 2 stars long gone in this account already, unfortunately, which is crazy, right? Because 2 stars, literally yesterday I was talking about how the 2 stars are the focus, but now I'm just over them that fast. Now 3 stars thankfully have more life to them, because like maxed out 3 stars on specific characters can just do crazy things, right? Especially like a ramp up character like Gamora, for example. So that's why I like 3-star characters. I still get pretty hyped for, because those 3 stars can just do a ton for an account like for a while. So yeah, that's like why I want 3-star characters still. But yeah, second crystal here, and it lands on a 4-star Nexus. Nope, a 2-star Vision, who is romance, right? But that's painful. That's so painful. That's not what I wanted in the slightest, but we still have that 3-star Nexus crystal. Please just give me something decent here, man. Any romance character, please. And let's see what we get here. We have a few options. We have the option of Doctor Strange, Strife, and Captain America. Now, Doctor Strange and Strife, not romance. Captain America is romance. So I have to pick him, and that hurts, right? Because Strife is a really good champion. Strife, especially in like these beginner accounts with like a lot of quests to do, he is very strong, but I just cannot use him, which just sucks, right? But here we rank up Vision, and yeah, after this I get something kind of weird. I get this offer for like these mutant characters, and they're all romance except for Magneto, but like a 5-star Storm, a 5-star Wolvie, that is just insane value, right? But this account is free to play, so I have to decline it. However, my next account in March is not free to play, so I'm going to be buying everything. So yeah, I'm pumped for that. That's going to be so fun. But here we have this just void fight. Here my Gamora's at low health, which is surprising, but with like new accounts, I don't play well because I don't have to play well. Like no one's like watching, no one's judging. It's not like a video where you have to play it perfectly because like it's for a showcase. This is just like my leisure, right? And it's a fun time. So here I drop the SP1, no Godslayer strike, but it's whatever. And yeah, fight done pretty easily. And here I go for Cosmic for some, more Gamora enhancements. So there we go, that's perfect. And we get this very bad offer as well, which I'm just going to decline real quick because that is disgusting. But yeah, now we go to Gamora, and she is ready for rank 3. So a massive upgrade here. And yeah, like I should be focusing on like balancing my characters, because Gamora can't take everything, of course. Like against a Mystic character, for example, she might just be not too great for it, but it's also Gamora, right? I feel like she can handle most things, especially in like these early forms of content, so I'm not too fussed about it. There's a level 30, and we are kind of far away from leveling her up further, so that's kind of annoying. But now it's time for some exploration here. Here's the first king fight. I have 2 of these to do, but now we have a rank 3 Gamora for it, so it's gonna go a lot better. And like Act 2 is just, it's just a nice time. I really enjoy it. Here we drop the SP1, and yeah, one shot, just like that. So straightforward now, and it's so fun. But like the crazy part is, this Gamora can still get even stronger. So like for Act 3 and stuff, it's gonna be so fun. But here I pick my votes. I go for Shothra twice and then Black Tarantula twice because I cannot decide. I like both of them a ton. And yeah, had to get that done real quick before the voting like, you know, went away. But we're gonna find out soon who won it. I hope it's a tie, but I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope it's a tie and like both get added, but we'll have to see. But now we have some more exploration to do, and Deadpool right here, it's not going to be a pretty fight because, yeah, look at this advantage that we have. But, like, the AI in Act 2, it's rough. It's, like, honestly really annoying. Like, that's my one issue with it. Like, the AI from, I think, Act 1 to, like, Act 4 or something, just abysmal. And it's like, so annoying because I don't know why they make the AI so bad for, like, newer players when it just gets a lot easier for the like future of the game. So it's a weird thing for sure, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this Black Panther here, literally 8 hits. That's kind of funny. Like, it's going by so fast now, right? And that's like why I took her up, because I knew she's a fast champion and I value speed in these early states of the game. So yeah, like it was a good plan for sure. And now we have this Abomination boss, also just gonna go by really, really fast. And yeah, it's just a nice time. And I'm glad that I only picked one character, because if I pick like multiple 3-star champions, I feel like that's just kind of harming me for the future, because I want like to save all my ISO and stuff. But then again, if I need like another character, for example like Colossus for maybe a bullseye or something, then I should take him up. And like if I need to take up someone else for like an objective or something, then yeah, it makes sense to rank up someone, right? But here we have this Phoenix boss, no big deal, just cruising through here. And yeah, Gamora just gonna crush this one as per usual. But yeah, like I was saying, once I get like maybe 3 maxed out 3 stars, I think it's time to move on, because if I just keep on focusing 3 stars, then I can't like progress too far, because that means when I get 4-star characters, I won't like be as ready for them as I should be, right? So like these new accounts, there are like some strategies to it, of course. Like when I did Arya, my plan was to just like focus on one 3-star character, which was Juggernaut. But also, if there's like reasons to take up another champion, I just took him up. So like Hercules, and I think Absorbing Man went up on the Arya account too. So yeah, like that's just the game plan to always go with for me personally. Like focus on 3 stars when you should, but save some resources for like the eventual 4-star characters. But then again, it is different here because my first 4-star character could be a champion that like isn't romance. So it's tough, man. Like it's tough with this challenge, and I hope that my luck for the 4-star crystals is pretty good, because it kind of has to be at this point, because the first 4-star character is going to do so much for me, right? Because it's like an instant rank 3 3-star character. And if I like don't luck out with a decent champion that is like romance, it's gonna be rough. But then again, Gamora, like that's why I took her up, because if I need to punch up, Gamora is like one of the best champions to do it with. So that's why I think this investment was just really worth it, right? But here we have this Loki, like the build up to Kang right here. And yeah, Gamora's just gonna crush this as per usual. But then after this, we have like what, 2 Nexus crystals, and I think some extra stuff too. So pretty pumped about that. And here we go for the combo. 9 hits, what, like a total of 14 hits for this fight. She just cruises through this, and it's so fun. But now we have the final Kang boss, and then Act 2 is fully explored. So yeah, I'm going like at a decent pace for this account. Like sometimes I could go like, you know, to Act 3 on day 1, but on this account I want to like just have some fun here, and this is my type of fun, right? Just taking it slow, enjoying it moment by moment, but also like making sure that I do get like some content done, right? Which in this case is Act 2 exploration. So yeah, it's like a fun balance of just like having fun, but also making sure that you get your objectives complete. And here I dropped the SP1, massive crits, and that just does it. That was so satisfying. Like, Gamora is so satisfying to play. But yeah, that is complete. Now we have 2 Nexus crystals. We have some more units to like use on whatever we want. We have some bonus awakening gems and some signature stones too. So yeah, looking pretty good for this opening. Hopefully I get like something decent here. I really want, just more good romance characters. A 3-star Herc is of course like, ideal, right? But would I take him up? Probably, because it is Hercules, right? Gotta play it smart here on a new account that is free to play. But we get some cosmic stuff, which is perfect. I want cosmic stuff here as well, hopefully. And yeah, we get some cosmic stuff, which is perfect. This is looking pretty good so far. So I'm excited for the Nexus crystals now. And I think it's time for them, right? Yep, it is. Alright, let's go. I want something decent here. Please, just any romance character, right? Just any romance champion is helpful right now. And crystal number 1, let's see what we get here. And I have the options of Man-Thing, Professor X, and Vision Age of Ultron. So that Vision isn't even romance. So this was a nothing crystal, which just really sucks, right? And I'm like, okay, just give me something decent now, please. Just any romance champion. And we have the options of Shuri, Gamora, and Falcon. Now, Shuri and Falcon are not romance, which sucks because Shuri is like really, really good. But an awakening on Gamora is pretty much locking me in with her, right? Because that awakening makes her Godslayer strike guaranteed, and that Godslayer strike is just so good for that SP1 and the SP2. So now I'm pretty much just locked in on this champion, and yeah, there's only one thing left to do here, and that's to just get her maxed out, right? Because we have the awakening now, we have her like rank 3, so we're pretty much just all in on this champion at this point. And there is the final fight to get her to rank 4. And there we go, right? Like, that was a nice like 2-day journey of getting Gamora from rank 1 to rank 4 and also awakened now. So yeah, pretty huge improvement on my Gamora, who is going to be my mainstay character for like Act 3 and beyond. So I'll take it, right? Like, the Nexus crystals weren't all that, but now my Gamora is rank 4 and she is fully decked out for like Act 3 and beyond. So I guess this was a pretty successful day, right? Like, when you think about it, you really just need like one champion for like these early stages of the game, and Gamora is that champion for me, I guess, because the game really wants me to have her as that champion. So there we go, maxed out Gamora. There's my other roster. Like, my next romance character is a 3-star rank 1 rogue. That is bad, right? Like, that is so unbalanced, right? But when Gamora is that good, then you're kind of just like not even caring at that point, because you have Gamora, who is just an absolute monster of a champion. So it's like, is there an issue? Not necessarily, but it could be a bit more balanced, right? But Luke Cage here is super passive for some reason, and this is like some quick gameplay of rank 4 Gamora, and she just goes so crazy now, like at the max rank. Here we go for the SP1, and it does pretty good damage, 2000 crit right there. That is a massive upgrade, and that just felt so good to do. So yeah, massive gains there. This Gamora is going to be so lethal for like Act 3. I cannot wait for that. But now we have this hood boss here, and power focus 2, no big deal. Let's just get it done. And also, like, Gamora counters miss, so that invisible pretty much does nothing for him. So we're just chilling in this fight. It's class disadvantage, but Gamora just gained so many furies that it kind of gets invalidated. So yeah, it is what it is. But he's just so passive here for some reason, which is super annoying, but it's whatever. Here I can just go back in, get the repair going, drop the SP1, and yeah, a nice 1857 crit, and that just does it. So like, Gamora's gonna crush Act 3, of course. Like, it's gonna be such a fun time. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. That was a pretty fun day for the account, getting Gamora from like rank 2 to rank 4 and awakened. You'll love to see it. There are the rewards for that. Nothing too crazy, but it completed an objective, so that is, more towards the goal. But yeah, progress was made. I can't wait to see like how Gamora just crushes Act 3 and like maybe even Act 4, plus like other story content too. And yeah, it's gonna be her like the whole way, right? But let me know your thoughts on this video, and yeah, that's about it for me.